Hello, everybody who's coming today. How's it going? I've been meaning to play this game for ages, and I can't recall when and how I finally got accessible to this game. Maybe it was on sale, maybe somebody got it for me. I couldn't tell you. It's been a minute since I've even looked at it. But we played the demo when it first came out, the demo anyway, and now I have the game, and now I'm going to play the game, and you're going to join me. How's that sound? Good? Good. Let's go. Let's do it. My spouse and I went to thank you for sticking around after the ads. My spouse and I had gone to Best Buy, I want to say, and picked up the hub. So now I have the ability to have like quality audio and video at the same time that I stream. Isn't that such a great idea? My, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. Oh, I know you're planning to sell used books for a good price, and that's you're not from around here. And I certainly think that you could use someone to show you the ropes around here. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm Tilda. Lovely to meet you. I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement, so you can trust my advice. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection, see if I can find something worthwhile? Looks like she picked a crime book. Bravo, you had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book they will keep looking for more. So she got the one. Great selection, dear. Yeah, hi there. Oh, sadly you didn't have the other right book on to offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre. Whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance by any time by hovering over the genres. Cool, cool, cool. Sale chance shows you the odds that someone might find a book they like, because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop. It will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. And if you sell that last book of a genre is a mark of a great bookseller. Now, like I said before, there's all kinds of fun things you can plicky plucky at. Oh, couple of travel books. Very nice. She didn't find the fantasy she wanted though. Lucky plucky. Hello. Bonjour. How are ya? So long. Goodbye. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you've already talked to Tilda. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstoneberry Review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened here around here for a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. Hi, Sai. How's it going? Hmm. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books here in the classifieds. Right. So, for the record, what made you come to Bookstonbury? Needed an escape, searching for where it belonged, wanted an adventure. Hmm. Oh, wow. I kind of felt the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what was your first impression of town so far? Very windy, a bit intimidating. Friendly, I think. Don't worry. It's really is. People might seem meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. I promise you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around? Doodles. Ta-ta! I wonder what Park Winston's story is. Oh, oh. Burp. Coastal wildlife of Bookstone Bay. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with four purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles used to catch prey such as plankton but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight that has characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitat. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest. Lastly, there's a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch any plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you've gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Oh, I can zoom. Yeah, isn't it just so cute? Oh, seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later. I don't think I can do as far out searching this time. Or maybe I should have done it earlier. Look at that. So cool. I just love the atmosphere in this thing. Buxtonberry Review. Buxtonberry Review reports on the goings on around town. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. Maybe valuable, used book lot, vintage kids books. Looks like I'm low on crime, drama, fantasy, and classics. Ooh, I can get a cactus. Probably should have waited for that. Oh well. These should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any bookseller venture. Very nice, very nice. Toggle the newspaper by toggling off an open bar. Let's give the cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here, you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, among other things. Click here to customize the shop. Cactus! Where should we put cactus? Sure, why not inside? Nice, you got a book. Boost. You get a 2% boost for drama from the cactus. Very nice. Some of the items can increase your sale chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of other genres. Equipping some of items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind too. Hover over an item to check out what it does. To remove an item, simply right click it. But I don't wanna. You can decorate inside or outside your shop. Just click here. Okay. Click here to manage your inventory by different categories. By selecting the paint category. Okay. You know what we're gonna do, buds. But I don't. There we go. Once you've satisfied your inner interior decorator, click this button to retain, save, and return. Nice new sign and a table and a guest book. Very cool. Poppy and mint and Booker's gray. That doesn't look very gray. Ceramic, poppy, azure. No, it's too bright. What do we want? What do we want? Okay, sure. What color is the car? What color is the car? Car should also be purple. Presets. No. Shelves. Good on shelves. Can I paint different parts? Or is it just gonna, yeah. That's unfair. Unfortunate. Furniture. Hanging sign. Okay. Today you can pick a different map, visit map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You can unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's stick with the waterfront square again. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by left clicking it to start stocking your shelves. Okay. Currently in this, we've got fact books. I feel like that's a lot of fact books. Now you've got that book in your shop. So stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Checking on the sale chances by hovering over the book on the right. 19, 19, 38. You can remove books from your shelf by right-clicking them. Let's fill up the shelves. No need to leave empty spaces. So, okay. Kind of want to make it a little bit more even. 447369. Let's increase that one by 1. I guess that's fine. Hmm. Notice you can look around as well. Click and drag. Yeah, boy. Boy, oh boy. Or boy, oh boy. Birds. Is the dog out yet? No. So yeah. Um oh yay, look. We love some representation. So we got the um USB hub, so I can do all of the fancy things. And in addition to that, I also got a there was another thing. What was the other thing? How have I forgotten? This is distracting. That's probably part of it. Oh, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening this place. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town area center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided. Then meet me out by the Cafe Liberté soon as you can. Lovely. Oh, and while you're on the topic of showing your face, I heard dear Walters was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just about now. Sup? How's it going, buddy? You might want to write this down, Nev. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? Thank you, thank you. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. Hey, what are you doing here? Our weather correspondent at the paper said today is going to be the hottest day of the year. So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. I'm so sorry. Um, sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Fog Beach in case you want to drop by there soon. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm not really much of a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Journal. Click. You can track genres you've sold the most of, useful for adjusting your section. This is the total number of books you've sold. Check here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstonbury. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Yep. Click on the arrows in the corner to flip the page. Click one of the bookmarks to quickly navigate between different chapters of the journal. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. On this page, you can see different items and effects currently affecting your bookshop. Make sure to use this page if you are ever unsure what something does. or when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Mhm. Calendar gives you an overview of what's happened and will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're unsure what's going on around town. Simply left click on one of the days to see more details. Okay, so we've got the flea market and there's a beach party. Nice. They tend to like travel and fact books over here. Also buy books and items while out and about. But they will put in your storage where you can access them the next day. Buxtonbury's newcomer turns a new page. Have you ever dreamt of finding your true home and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Buxtonbury as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression, the fresh faced bookseller finds Buxtonbury to be very friendly. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting The Waterfront Tomorrow by Fern Estrada. Book of Yokai. Thanks for coming. See you. That's a lot of people in there. I don't know that I could pull that off. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I saw old items lying around, which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. Mmm. 15% animal effects. Aww. Critics say it's just Davy Jones's mouthpiece. 25% to maritime effects, -2 recommendations per day. Hmm. Vintage globe. Walter's trusty globe could help you sail the seven seas and beyond. For each different location you visited in the past 7 days, plus 2%. Huh. Oh, yeah, heck yeah. That sounds fun. My friends tell me that you've got some decent cargo on board too. We've been especially enjoying your travel classics novels. I guess I'll have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Oh, I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before this season ends. Oh, that's neat. Distracting. Ooh. -15. Classy effects. 2 daily. Nice. Public park still in disrepair. Park management looking for volunteers. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Buxtonbury Committee have repeatedly expressed the wish for a restoration effort. Led by the students of St. Buxton University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources to the much needed repairs. Cluttered by buoys. Local fishers' nets are full of unregistered buoys. I didn't know you had to register a buoy. I only have the six, so if I didn't go back here, I'd probably put myself in a hole. Okay, so they like classic and fact. Those are the ones they preferred. So we're going to take these off. No, that's not what. Fact and classic. All right, so we'll add some travel to, and then more classic. Boop. Couple crime up here. Couple drama. Couple fantasy. Don't really need any kids' books, I don't think. Two from the cactus, three from the buoy, and the globe. Mm-hmm. Sunken cost fallacy. Your books can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as weather, visitors, or special estates. You can always read up what's when something does by looking at the tooltips. Mm-hmm. 20 books to sailors, specifically. Have a look, Maddie. Oh, more fun things. Square buoy. Don't be square by my buoy. We'll come back to that. Thank you, though. Okie dokie. Beard. Hello. Dog. We love a good boy. The little stray seems a bit hungry. Feed the stray. That stray you met really hungry. Why don't you throw him a bone or something? I would love to, but how? Would I like to pet the dog? You bet. We love to pet a dog. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they are looking for. Click the bubble. They won't wait forever. Listen closely. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. Looking for biography. I want something short and sweet. I'm a fan of the books like Florence Diary. Pay attention to how certain parts of their request are worded. Some things can be optional, while others are really important to your customers. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for your customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's find the book that might pique their interest. Left click to inspect a book. Saving Danny. Here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. Looking Florence Diary, one of Kathy's Glass's many fostering memoirs. This is the story of Danny who comes into her care when his parents can no longer cope with his learning difficulties. It's a powerful testament to how little love and patience can change a child's life. Okay. Biography. This is a memoir, so this could work. Short description, publication date, genre, author, page count can be all helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this is a good match? Once you've found a match, try recommending it to them. Okay. Pink Eraser Art, the ultimate guide to carving incredible stamp eraser. No. Lost Words, a spell book. No. Zaha Hadid, coffee table book packed with some contemporary architecture. Zaha Zahid. Mend, a free fashioning manual and manifesto. Take a Life How Fungi. Nah. Herbcraft. No. Disgusting digestion. Horrible science. Newtonian's physics for babies. How to train a super dog. What we don't talk about when we talk about fat. Evil knits. That's hilarious. Rules of Gorlian. Steelheart the Reckoners. Travel areas. Architecture in Britain. British boutique hotels. The Bookshop book. Letters from Egypt. Short and sweet. So she's not going to want a lot of pages. Food detectives. Tramp abroad. Coffee first, then the world. Explorer's Guide to Georgetown. Asterios Polyp. You know, I think this actually might be a good choice. Well, it looks like you've managed to surprise them with an unexpected. Now, that's a surprising treat. I want to know more about their life. Try this one and keep shopping. Nice. Wow, your customer just became inspired. Inspired customer. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. While active, 15% to all book sales chances. Nice. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book. Increase the sales chance across all genres for a short time. Hell yeah. Sup. Bonjour. Dang, lady is cleaning me out. Good day. Cheers. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Let's hope nice weather. Well, it's up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. Let's see. Just dropping by real quick. Give me a fact book, but I have no interest in biographies. I'm a fan of books like Bridgman of Murray's English Grammar. Okay. Something fact booked short. So gone are the days. Maybe you notice that some of the books can show across different genres. So this doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customer might not have been looking. Okay. The Lost World Words, a spell book. This could be a good one. Yeah. Perfect recommendation. Brilliant. The Lost Words. I always wanted to know more about that. You're welcome. You might have just found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Cool. Bye. Goodbye. Have a good one. Thank you. Sup. Dang. I have almost hit my mark. Yes. Always. Just let me click the dog. I just want to click that dog. Can I click that dog? Looking for a new pastime and could use some ideas. I really enjoyed Bookworm. Anything good on board? Pastime. Oh, that's it right there. Straight out the door. Accomplished bookologist. Successfully recommend 3 books in a single day. Oh, 2 things. One, I have a job interview tomorrow. Wish me luck. Two, I got approved for a new um, affiliation option, and I will talk about that in a little bit. Thank you, Sai. Make sure to pick up carefully. All right. Prices are dropping. Vintage Bell is still there. Organize Saturday market bigger than ever. Organizers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather and conditions at our town's ongoing flea market. In time. Weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's content. Stalls will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records, and more. But whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Staff tip: turning up between 9 and 11 a.m. will guarantee the best bargains. Anonymous poetry discovered at Far Beach. Enigmatic bottle versus captivate. I can words. Enigmatic bottled verses captivate literature students. Throw the dog a treat. Stray meant, so why don't you throw him a bone or something? Yes, but how? I would like to throw him a bone. Give me the deets. Oh, I love that they have preferred pronouns. Retired sailor Fisher likes playing bools. Bools? Last seen at the waterfront. Winter 15 is his birthday. You found a character entry. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. Include genres they like, personal information, and where you last saw them. Sometimes characters will have requests for you to fill. You can check up on them here to track your progress. Whoops, that was an accident. Tilda, she, her, pillar of the community, cat lover knows better than you. Spring 18 is her birthday. And then Fern, he, they. Journalist, TTRPG nerd, bad at small talk. You know what? Same, though. Cool. All right. Oh, that's that makes more sense. Okay, so this is I need to buy more furniture. There is a service. This has been on my back of my brain for as long as I can remember. And I don't know why it crossed my mind, but I went to go check the available affiliate options on the two websites that I use, and I found that Spoonful of Comfort was an option. Spoonful of Comfort is like soup and cookies and rolls and stuff that you can have sent to other people's houses or by mail, I guess you could say. Um, like in a really cute box with like a gift card and stuff like that. I will peruse some pictures to show everybody, and maybe in the Discord, if you type exclamation in Discord, anybody who isn't already part of the Discord, you can find it there. But they have like chicken noodle soup and tomato soup and a couple other things. As far as I'm aware, it's only North America at this point. So I'll have to look in to see if there's anything similar that might be international that I could possibly look into. But I really love the idea of sending somebody soup or cookies or that or a blanket or something like that as a way to show love and support when you can't be there, like a care package, you know what I mean? So that's why I remember seeing them once before, and I wanted to, and when I saw that it was an option, I sent them a letter and uh, an email through the service, and they loved it. They immediately hooked me up. So cool. So they're a little bit more on the price. Yeah, soup and cookies. Um, let me. Did I already put the books that I need to refill the shelf? Hang on. Let me show you what I mean in a second. Where do I fill the books? No, I only have the one. Where is it? There we go. Still, because of the cactus and that, so I still want to add some more fact books. So put that one back out. No, that's oh, that's what's left. I'm an idiot. All right. Okay, good choices. We'll stick with that. Crime to yeah, that's probably a good choice. Okay, let me pull up their website really quick and give a little bit more info about it. Used to be you could just click the living daylights out of that dog, but apparently they got rid of that feature. I'm disappointed. Alrighty. Stamps collected. Nice. Sell 20 books to the sailors. Nice, 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 nice. Alright. Ahoy, I quite enjoy plays, and I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. I'm a fan of Macbeth books like Macbeth. The West End game, 16 heirs must pair up to solve a mystery of a eccentric billionaire, Sam Westing's last will and testament. all to win his vast fortune puzzles along as he twists and turns with his clever use of suitcase and folds. Trans teen determined to prove his Latinx family that he's a brujo tries to summon his cousin's spirit to solve his death, but ends up instead with a ridiculously handsome ghost. A hauntingly cute paranormal romance and mysteries, perfect for the spooky season. I love that, but that's not what this guy is looking for. Annabelle Lee. It's a thriller. Rose verse shines beautifully in this haunting and tragic tale of forbidden love. Annabelle Lee is a classic poem in which immerses the reader in an eerie atmosphere and makes them long for a ghostly girl. Paradise Mars in herself wanted to call this book War. Her groundbreaking novel chronicles the catastrophic happening taking place in an all-black Oklahoma town and its counterpart, the Covenant. Last Night at the Telegraph Club. 1954, Chinatown, and Lily Hu feels too young to be dealing with her budding queerness, top of the Red Scare and fear of deportation. Lowe delves into the history of lesbian bars, discrimination, and Chinese immigrants while weaving a powerful queer love story. The Pillowmen. In this horrific stage play, police bring in short story author Katurian for questioning about a series of brutal murders involving children. Upon hearing the evidence, Katurian faces the horrifying reality that the murderer has been mimicking the events of his own disturbing fables. Oh, amazing. The Pillowmen, I heard they are putting on a new production soon. Nice. I don't know if there's a way to actually pause the game. I mean, I guess this would be it. All right. Let me give me a sec. Here we go. When Marty's mother was diagnosed with cancer, Marty wanted to do anything she could to care for her mother the way that she had always cared for her. They were thousands of miles apart and could be next to each other. Marty wished there was a way to comfort her mother, let her know how much she was loved. Sending a warm bowl of soup was the closest thing to a hug Marty could think of. It was the perfect way to show Marty's care when she couldn't be there in person. With love, care, and her mother's top in mind, and her mother top of mind, Spoonful of Comfort was created to send handcrafted, heartwarming soup to those in need of a little extra love. Uh, in 2008, where Marty herself put together care packages filled with fully prepared soups, fresh baked rolls, oatmeal cookies packed with cheerful yellow with ribbons hand tied around each item, she personally delivered each box. So the idea behind it being that they want to show love and care through care packages. And they're a really awesome company also. Like they're Forest Steward Council certified. They promote forest management. 90% of the material sourced protecting water quality and habitat lifestyle. Everything is made from recycled liner board. Um, they're very wonderful little products that they do. They have gift by occasion. I don't want that. They do, that is another thing though that they do. They have like congratulation packages versus like passing loved ones and such like that. They have a summertime bundle right now that is lemon cookies and iced tea with lip balm and hand cream and um, lavender sachets and stuff. The typical soups, you can do like double the soup. um, Choices. Where's the? Here we go. Build your own soup package. The choices for the soups are somewhere. They have vegan and gluten-free options. trying to remember where on the mobile, because I hate using mobile. That's the downside. Chicken soup, chicken noodle soup, specifically chicken tortilla soup, which is like a Southwest flavor soup, tomato basil, garden vegetable, chicken wild rice. They have, I don't know how to say that. Is it baki? Bacci? Baki rolls, butter. You have a choice of four different types of cookies: chocolate chip or chocolate chunk, sugar cookie, triple chocolate chip, and pumpkin chocolate chunk cookies. Bunch of little tiny things. They're really cute. And everything is very thorough. There's a cookie one only. I'm sure they probably have other seasonal options as they cycle through. I thought that the lemon cookies was sounded especially nice, but we're coming up on fall, so it's probably going to switch over that to that pretty quickly. What is the summer soup? Is that the one, the chicken and wild rice? Yeah, I think that must be what it is. Anyway, you should absolutely look them up if you get the chance. And if you get something, take a picture and let me know and all of that. Obviously, if you buy using my affiliate link, I get a little kickback too, so double incentive. Okay, give me a hand here, please. Lovely weather. I want to read a horror story. I tend to enjoy the classics. I don't mind a bit of gore. Death on the Nile. Detective Perot is keeping to the background on his Egyptian vacation to carefully observe the mystery unfolding before him. Has everyone had a motive, but who is the cold-blooded enough to be the killer? Hmm. Raven. Once upon a dreary midnight, our protagonist is haunted by a raven in his beautifully painful poem about love and loss. Warning: it might give you pondering, weak, and weary. Phantom of the Opera. Nah. Tragic history of Dr. Faustus. Brilliant scholar makes a rather foolish decision to deal with the devil. His life is in exchange for 24 years of magical prowess, but as with other Elizabethan tragedies, there's no chance in hell this deal would end well. Crucible. Did You Dance with the Devil Last Night? A critique of McCarthyism in the 1950s. This play uses the 1692 Salem witch trial to show how theocracy and personal vindictiveness are dangerous breeding grounds for hysteria induced persecution. Rebecca, our protagonist, is freshly married to a rich manor lord at her new home. Expectations of a carefree married life are shattered when questions about Rebecca, the late lady of the house, arise. Colored purple? No. House. The Fall of the House of Usher. American Gothic horror at its finest. Much like the guests of House Usher, you'll never be quite the same after diving into this deliciously dark and tragic short story. Lord of the Flies? No. Titus Andronicus. Follow the worst of the Romans as he does the worst thing, the worst ways possible, in an incredibly violent Shakespeare play, not for the faint of heart, filled with revenge, monologues, and pies. Mm, I think this is the one I want to go with. Oh, really? Mm, I guess Maybe they'll come back another time. Oop. All right, everybody do a quick stretch. Make sure to look off to the distance for 20 seconds. Give your eyes a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, hi there. Good afternoon. I was hoping to find a new book today. I'm nearing the end of a 10-part series I really like. It's never mind, it's embarrassing. Anyway, I could use some advice on what to read next. What are we doing? I usually prefer nonfiction. I love all kinds of different books about travel. The longer the book, the better. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Save Your Fish, Life and Death on Africa's Greatest Lake. 216 pages, not long enough. Cook Korean, a comic book with recipes. Oh, I love that idea. The Wilder Shores of Love. Is a River Alive? Cook as You Are, recipes for real life hungry cooks and messy kitchens. Nonfiction. Okay, so no classics. Sweet recipes. Anthropocene reviewed. Turned from a podcast into John Green's first nonfiction book. Writer rates various phenomena of the age of human intervention on nature on a scale of 1 to 5 stars. Sure, John. Maybe you should talk to someone, a therapist, her therapist, and Our Lives Revealed. Hmm. As she tells the story of her nameless patient, she recognizes themes in common with her own self-talk, a funny, hopeful memoir about our shared desires and the capacity for change. How to Not Kill Your Houseplant, Survival Tips for the Horticulturally Challenged. I need that book. Comfort book. About travel, the longer book, the better. So I think that might actually be the winner. Is the River Alive? Is it the longest one though? 384? I think it might be. That's a drama. He doesn't want that. No, we're not doing that at all. I think this is the one. I think this is the one. Rosales sounds fascinating. How did you know? Thank you. I guess we all can't be winners. Is the river alive? Interesting. I was looking to broaden my horizons, so thanks. But how about you? Are you an avid reader? Yes. I had a feeling. That surely helps in your line of work. I'll take another look at your shelves now, then. Talk to you later. Hey, it was working again. Thank goodness for the municipal maintenance. Let's take a peek. Oh, lighthouse. I love a lighthouse. Love it, love it, love a lighthouse. There's a few actually where I live that I really want to go in person and like walk all the way up the stairs and out the windows. This lonely tower lights the way along the Buxtonbury coast. Visit Buxtonbury's iconic tower up the cliff for the first time. Bye! Hey ho, young'un. Well done on those sales there. Seems like I misunderstood ye. Now, if you're truly want to stay or float around here, you're going to need this life a literal lifesaver. -10 to danger. Very nice. Let me tell you a wee secret. Us sea folk, we love a good decoration or two. So if you're wanting to gain a little respect around here, you just have to show us your maritime side. The bookshop needs to be seaworthy to get invited to the fish market. And if you're seaworthy enough, you might even get an invitation to the fish market on next Wednesday. I'm sure you got some knickknacks leftovers if you want to have a look. Hmm. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that. Oh well. Seems like there's only one. Well, try not to paddle in the circle. Okie doke. Cheers then, matey. Yeah, I really didn't mean to buy that. Whoops. Iconic cafe celebrates 200 years. City Awards owner with touching tribute. A family owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Cafe Liberté, a mainstay of our town center, has been serving the city for 200 years. Since its foundation in the early 1800s, it's quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives, revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commend owner Mariam Debois for her effort in preserving Buxtonbury history with touching speeches. Buxton Buxton University announces tuition hike. Students' council walkout controversy ensues. Yeah. Okay. I don't have enough money to go. What am I going to do? Is it just that I'm going to start off as a negative? That's probably what it's going to do. That sucks. Hmm. No, I'll just leave it like that. That's fine. Yep. I just start off in the neg. Good to know. Hello. Let's see. Hi, you're in the light of my route. You're the highlight of my route. Give me something with a low page count. I'm interested in fact books. However, I'm not really much of a pop science reader. Okay. It's another fact book choice. Comfort book 266. How Not to Kill Your Houseplant 144. 415. 304. 392. So that's probably the one right there. Hey, perfect book to carry around with me. Nice. Little dance. I appreciate that. Sweet recipes. What a find. What you want, buddy? I enjoy the auto romance plot from time to time. I enjoy a good classic from time to time, and I could go for a new pastime. Any good on board? Okay. Good classic, new pastime. Paradise. Lord of the Flies, Titus Goddess, Death on the Nile, Gulliver's Travels, Ladies, Walden, Les Miserables, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Middlemarch, Anthropocene Reviewed. We already did that one. Maybe you should talk to somebody. Comfort book. Matt saved all the little pieces of encouragement that kept him going, put them in this book. Self-help book is invitation to reflect and rebuild your hope. Take what you need. Romance plot, enjoyed classic. Wonder if new pastime. That's such a tricky one. What do I do with that? Hmm. Holy shit. That is a lot. Layered story about injustice and generosity set amidst the chaotic legal system of the 19th century London. The fortunes of many lie in the outcome of a 12-year legal dispute, while lawyers. Sorry, hang on a second. I thought I muted that. Maybe not. Sorry, guys. If you heard that, I apologize. While lawyers quibble, drama, mystery, and tragedy unfold in the characters' daily lives. Sure, why not? We'll give it a shot, see what he says. Oh, now that's a surprising treat. I love love. Nice. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Mm-hmm. Well, sorry, break time's over. I really can't miss tonight's deadline. That would be no new article in tomorrow's edition. Berlin? Oh, of course not. There are two other people keeping the review afloat, but I am the only journalist. Thankfully, Diane and Harold cover just about everything else. Maybe I'll tell you about them another time, but I should get going. Boy? Hoy, I'm looking for a new pastime. I could use some ideas. Do you have anything like an atlas of countries that don't exist? A list of countries that don't exist from a vast region like Catalonia to tiny islands claimed by a single person. This book tours 50 unrecognized and largely unnoticed countries by turns hilarious, heartbreaking, and fascinating. This perfect bunny slipper read for the armchair traveler. Hmm. That actually looks. I think this could work. Oh, well, that was disappointing. I don't really have any books about hobbies. You mad? How's my. Did I do all the things? Equip 3 items. Okay. So I need to go talk to Walter. Oh, look at your vessel. She's a real beaut now. Seaworthy, even. Ship happens. What's your name? What's her name? Doesn't have one. Destiny SS Scampy? Oh, that's. I almost want to say yes. I almost want to say yes. Fuck it. Are you sure about that? It's been unusual. But, well, why not? Very good. I'd say you're ready for our little fish market now. Oh, because fish. Maybe Wednesday, kiddo. Maybe we can find something for your taste. See you later. You're a nerd. Ah, I see my little mascot. Such a shame, though. He couldn't be sleeping outside. I throw him a fish from time to time, but I know he likes those. But I can't take him in. Unfortunately, I'm way too often on catch. Anyway, here's what I got today. Yeah, I ain't got no money for those things. Cheers, mate. I need a bone for the dog. Maybe I'll get one at the market. I just want to pet the dog. Okay. Boston Buxtonbury Review staff recognizes their outstanding contribution. Our dear editor Fern has just reached a milestone, 1 year of writing for this review. Our paper was changed for the better when you arrived on the scene for your internship, and since then we have been graced with such awesome insights into this little towns of ours. Writing articles is hard. I don't know how you manage to do it every day. So hats off to you, Fern. Enjoy your surprise at the office this morning. Meteor shower expected tonight. Keep your eyes on the sky from 2300 to 3 o'clock a.m. Today is the weekly flea market. Secondhand treasures. Yep, yep. I should really buy some, but I don't. Yeah, okay. All kids' books, of course. Well, we knew that was going to happen. Place for selling. Shop. This is the flea market. All right, let's go. I don't have any travel books. That is so unfortunate. All right, let's fucking go. Oh, it's so pretty. Art dealer. Bonjour. Oh, wow. For to touch the artwork, it's expensive. It's an experience. Ah, thank you, sir. You seem like the bookish type. I can't seem to get rid of this thing. You want it? Hell yeah. It's in good condition though. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems cursed. Cursed? What you mean cursed? What else do you want? Bunch of random crap. Flower lady. Oh my gosh. You're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much. It's so cute. I'm Anne. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're swarmed with customers. I hope you still have some time to look around, though. Would you like some plants for your shop? I feel like fit in so well with your vibe. Oh, honey, I would love a plant, but I am unable. I will get them, though. Don't worry. Lovely. Thanks for stopping by. Nice. Hello. Trying to think what I want to make for dinner. We have some um, country ribs in the cabinet or in the fridge, but I need to do quite a lot to make them like in my mind palatable, and I don't know if I have the energy to do it this late. Maybe I should have done that a little earlier today. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I normally prefer short and sweet books, and I'm a huge criminal. I'm a crime story fan. Also, I'm up for something humorous. Okay, so we're looking for crime stories, funny crime stories. Be fun. That one's not so funny. Nah, bleak. Telltale Heart. Prefer short and sweet books. I'm a huge criminal. Well, this could be work. Lady, you have a lot of different things that you want. Humphrey Bogart. This could work. How'd I know? I wonder. Something, something, a criminal. Hey yo. Hi there. Sup? Hey yo. Wow, I am getting absolutely smashed. Oh, what? Look at this dope little shop. Hi, mate. I read about you in the paper. Such a cool place you got here. My name is Klaus. I work at the Mega Marsh at the moment. Have you been there? It has awfully big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you made a stop there from time to time. Nice. How are you? Having a good summer? Yeah, it's chill, but it's restful. Yeah. Cool, yeah, mine too. Have you had some time to check out the local music scene? I mean, it's not huge, but we got some cool bands here and there. Like, I'm in a metal band. I don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but we're called the Silent Slavery. All right, I'll check your books now. I'll see you later, yeah? Adios.
2% off book sales. Hey, give me a hand, mate. Yo, got anything inspiring? I only want nonfiction. Also, I kind of like niche books for the most part. All right, nonfiction, inspiring nonfiction. Hmm. Sure, why not? Oh, wow. I haven't heard of the comfort book yet. I like the little dance. Bro, I do that same ass dance whenever I find something I like. Hi. Have a good one. Ah, hello, dear. Ah, I can't help but think back to my youth whenever you look at you. I'm sure you haven't had spare even though a thought of retirement yet. But let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends, as many things to do as possible, or you will be bored. I myself volunteer for the town council, where we organize events for the community outreach. I read and game and even attend the occasional concert or exhibition, yet still nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of the bookshop. It's also tiring, yes, and I knew I couldn't go doing it forever, but as soon as it was gone, my life became too quiet. Which is why I like having you to your fetching little shop around. Now, let me find something assign let me find another pastime in your shelves. Everybody be wanting pastimes and shit. I'm sorry. Ha, I see you're a person of taste. I can handle a bit of horror. I tend to enjoy the classics. Okay. Bleak House is definitely a classic. Telltale Heart is a bit of a shorty. I feel like this is a lot, but let's go for it. Ah, damn. Womp womp. I think I've hit the end of my day. Pricey, how dare they charge them just for looking? All right, let's see. I have 42 buckaroos, tarnished copper, dune or cadmium yellow. Hmm. I have a feeling these will be back later, and I don't have to get them, but we'll see. I do think I want to go back for those flowers. Hi again. But I can't afford any of them. No. I need to be more thrifty with my choices. I should probably just spend money and get books. No, I'm selling a few things from my old shop in town. I was hoping for some help there, but maybe next time. Go on then, have a look. Ooh, Oh, that's cute. Mm, yes, bird. Birdhouse. Birdhouse it is. You're welcome. Give me the birds. Hmm. Now I regret getting the birds. I can't get that one. I want it though. Tiny new tiny bookshop sparks passionate discussion. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has books and berries literature scene abuzz. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilde Sankolund, former bookshop owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's taste, the higher the chance they will find what they are looking for. Those readers who might not yet know what they are looking for, the review recommends seeking the assistance of your local bookseller. Berry Review Fundraising Drive. Support your local small town paper. Why can't I? Oh, dang it. That was not my purpose. Looks like you've equipped an item that you can activate. Check out your item bar and give it a try once you've set up shop. I should the back so it allows you to write. How interesting. Hmm. Drama, classics, and travel. Let's see. Customize. No, we did that. We just did that. All right, we have 7. It would be cheaper to pick the cheapest choice, but we have a lot of kids' books. Let's stuff it full of kids' books, shall we? It's probably too much, but we can fix that. We can make it a little less of that. That's probably good for now. Let's do it. What is that? Is that a sheep? I have, hmm. Well, you have an item you can actually activate. Click your item bar and give it a try. Blank page, huh? Looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing down just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Get back to get to work on your typewriter and finally start that book you've always wanted to write. You know what? I feel personally attacked by this game. There's Klaus. I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I'm obsessed with outer space. I normally read fiction books. Oh, oh shucks. Maybe next time then. Hey, mate. Nice to see you again. You mind if I hang out around a bit? I need to do some writing. You know, I how I told you about my band? Yeah, well, I wanted to work on the concept album while our bassist is away, but it hasn't been going super well. I even took some time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. I don't want to disappoint anybody. Got any ideas for me, mate? Song about getting drunk. Song about heartbreak. Nah, mate. Romance isn't really my things. I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of like a prog rock thing going on, like the whole album needs to tell a story. Talk to Klaus until he feels inspired. Well, I'll have another think about it, alright? Peace out. Whoa, I can't decide. Gotta get some inspo. I wouldn't mind something niche, quite like history settings. Yeah, we don't have that. Sorry, hon. No worries. See you later. Just love Oscar Wilde. Same, honey. So long. I'm so sorry. I'm really hitting all of the downs today, aren't I? Ciao. Well, I didn't make zero, so that's good. Update from our local bookseller yesterday at Mega Marche. Our local bookseller sold one crime, two kids' books, three in total, for a total of -1 after expenses. We're looking forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. Yike. Okay. Another sheep. Whoa, hello. Interesting bookshop. I haven't seen you at the lighthouse before. This is normally a pretty hidden spot. So, people here like to be left alone, but I suppose having some books around couldn't hurt. Let me see, do you have any good drama books? I'm always looking to add more stage plays to my collection. 15 dramas at the lighthouse. Am I the drama? Cool. Pick up and out now. Thanks. Just dropping by real quick. I wouldn't mind if there was romance. I'm also a bit obsessed with crime novels, but I don't usually enjoy. Did I? Oh, I suck. I suck a lot. Crime and romance. Ghost Stories from the Grave. Last Story of Mina Lee. Wow, oh my goodness. Oh, that's a personal best. Please, I need another whodunit with a fascinating detective, but dry books can be a bit boring. Alrighty, here we go. Come on, I know you're thinking thoughts. Let him out. We all did someday. With each tick of the clock, that day grows closer. What will I have left behind? Okay, a bit dark, don't you think? I love it. It's so expressive. But I can make it work. We'll slap on a happy ending, yeah? Alrighty. I want to read something dystopic. I'm rather fond of good sci-fi stories. I hope I'm not much of a bother. Sci-fi, you say? Industrial Revolution in England, social justice, romance, Margaret and John's motivation class over working conditions in a dangerous cotton mill. Victorian literature has never been more productive yearning. No. The Witch Boy. Boys aren't meant to be witches, they're supposed to grow up into shapeshifters. But at 13, Astor still hasn't shifted, and when his friends need help, his fascination with witchcraft might be the only thing that can help. A graphic novel for adventurous middle graders. Prince Caspian's Return to Narnia. A Feast for Crows. That's not this topic. Deepness in the Sky. An interstellar trade conflict unfolds between two rivaling powers. This epic and thought provoking sci fi prequel, dramatic modern classic of speculative sci fi. Sure. Let's give it a try. Oh boy. So I totally flubbed that. I should have done a much better job at uh, looking at the instructions better. Way to go. I'm so embarrassed. Atmospheric reads at the lighthouse. Socially isolated youth find common ground in the bookshop. Oh, that's so lovely. There you are. Seems like Miriam has our hands full of the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now I have something that might help me. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move more bulky items to the market. Help an old bird seller out, will you? They'd fit well into a little wagon like yours. Just pick them up, bring them with you to the market on Saturday. I owe you, and I'll make sure there's be lots of customers in it for you. What am I? Okay. What do you want, dear? What do you have for me today? I wouldn't mind reading more female penned literature. Also, I wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated. Do you have something like a collection of poems? Collection of poems? Saint Bookstern's greatest works of poetry include Ashley Gray, Prometheus's Regrets, and Last Breaths. Oh my gosh, Casey. You must be vibrating. Moby Dick, Federico Garcia Lorca, Emily Bronte. Right, nothing go wrong with classic Wuthering Heights. I hated reading Wuthering Heights. I am not a fan of the Brontes. I have talked about this frequently, and I will talk about it again. Right, listen up. I've got the perfect Harachi moment for the second act. As I lay on the bed and studied the wallpaper on the ceiling, I asked myself, was everything that we had a lie? And if so, could I believe it in that lie a little longer? Huh? What do you mean It's wordy and obnoxious. Look who's the expert now. But all right, I guess I'll revise by tomorrow. Got some backpacks. That's good. Maybe we'll get rid of some of these fucking children's packs. No. Welcome back, buddy. What's up? I tend to lean a little more towards nonfiction books about animals are always a good shout, and the longer the book, the better. Nonfiction about animals. No. Can't live without sci fi. I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy. I really enjoyed Ashfall Legacy. I hope I'm not too much of a bother. Fern, I swear. Sid Chambers' alien human hybrid has never known his father Denza, native who disappeared long ago. Picking up the trail, Sid journeys to beyond the earth to seek out his father, discovering universe shattering tickets along the way. Okay, drama sci fi. That could work. No, 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 no. Stories of Your Life and Others, a collection of 8 marvelous science fiction short stories asking the question that speculative fiction always asks best: what if? I'm really afraid of a bit of tragedy. I think like this one could be a good choice. Never would have looked there. Deepness in the sky. I love speculative fiction. Nice. Growing up, there's never really big on book dyslexia. That's understandable. Um, However, obviously, audiobooks are totally a thing. And I feel like if it's dyslexia, it could be one of the situations where if you read a book instead of left to right, getting something like a anime type book, like a manga, where you read right to left, that might help a little better. Um, graphic graphic novels are absolutely part of the great options. All right, world atlases. Ooh, we did need more travel books. Nice. Can't read books. Okay, well then, luckily you have me. Store in town center sits empty. Former bookstore cleared out after Sanklun's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of the Bookhandel and Antikravet at 4 Cyril Plaza, where Tilda Sankert's doors were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. And while the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, still feels like the end of an era to see these stores come to their final close. Can Buxtonbury's new mobile bookshop follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Cyril Plaza? Tilde Senklund interview on page 7. Guest column Moira's travelogue. Bali on a budget. Don't miss these incredible tips. Yeah, travel books are going to blast. Let's go back down to the wharf. We know everybody loves books down there. I need more fact books though. My dyslexia is because my ability to read gets lazy, or in other words, I can read the newspaper title and get all the information from the title, but can't read the article because I'm overwhelmed by information overloaded. That's valid. I can relate to that to some degree. Also helps to have a genre that you like. Sometimes that can help motivate you. Again, I'm not trying to solve any problems, but I can definitely offer options and suggestions if you're ever curious. I would like to think myself well read. Oop, my, look at the SS Scampi sailing today. Would you like to see my special offers? I would love to buy a fish for the doggo. Go on there, have a look around the stalls. No, we already did that. How do I talk to the dude? My only down is that I wish I could rotate the camera a little bit more, you know? Let's see. Anything hot off the press, it needs to be science fiction, but it would be nice if it's not super tragic. Although, with that, I am slowly reading religious texts. Interesting choice. Oh, I'm interested in fact books. I prefer books from this century, and I wouldn't mind a book 450 pages or more. I don't have any fact books right now. This century, damn. Let me see. I'm looking for a book about nature. Also, I could go for a new pastime. Oh, nature. doesn't really leave me much in the way of options. Sorry, honey. All of my travel books have been wiped out. Nice. Dang. Hello, Klaus. Well, I religious. You know, that is a bit of a news to me sort of situation. I enjoy books about plants and nature. I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. Also, fact books are my usual go-tos. A thriller, you say? Plants and nature thriller, maybe? Hey there, I'm still on the lookout for album inspo. You don't have to book that, but yeah, do you? Nonfiction here is good. Also, I wouldn't mind something niche. Again with the niche. Bro, you picked the worst time. What kind of religious are you, Casey? Feel free to crikey, that's rough. I'll try my luck elsewhere. I'll be back here soon. Oh, brother. Again, I didn't mean to click it. Damn. Ugh. Sort of that's how I learned that life is what you make it. And I had really given it my best try. I can't technically cry, but it's a real tearjerker, right? People are gonna eat it up. Go on, take it. Your very first manuscript. This will be the drama they still talk about for years to now. Oh no, what's this? Oh, what? The fact you fell silent. Oh no! No, little buddy. Got something to share? No. What if I buy the fish? If there's maybe share with this right over there, none will love it. Yes, we're giving the fish to the dog. Dog happy. Give dog. Give dog fish. Yes, good. Now we can click the doggo. I do miss. They used to. There were like hearts and hearts and hearts that flew over it whenever you clicked it before. I miss that. Oh well, that's what happens. Demos don't always end up being what the game looks like at the end. right. Today, nothing. Tomorrow, nothing. Saturday is the flea market. Hmm. Let's see. I'm looking for a book about nature. Also, the longer book, the better. I couldn't find anything at the library. How many castles in 7 days? Wow. Around the world in 80 days. Explorer's Guide to Georgetown. Adventure of Will Child. Edinburgh Picturesque Notes. Edinburgh, excuse me. Coffee First, Then the World. Death of a Salesman. Certain Private Conversations in Two Acts and a Requiem. Harry Dresden. 233, 277, 22, 41, 344. That one might be the word. Way to go. Precise, but this is why I protect the environment. I only have time to read. I'm intent on reading a play. I'm looking for a new hobby, and I enjoy an odd romance plot from time to time. Lighthearted romantic comedy. Real manga fans with 90s nostalgia. For to look there, excellent. How very theatrical. Hip, hip. Good afternoon. Oh dear. You know, you don't have to bring those boxes with you everywhere, don't you? It's perfectly fine to leave them in storage until Saturday. I only need them at the flea market. But thank you for being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Ah, you must be the person Tilda's told me about. Hmm, our customers surely appreciate more classic books. What a shame. You should make sure to be a bit more prepared next time. I am Mary Devoir. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberté. You should know it has been family owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds, from writers to revolutionaries. They're all met here. But surely you have done your own research into this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Good night. I passed my last exam. The drama, the style, the emotions. It has to be a play for me. Also, I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy, but I don't think like it poetry. Okay. I feel like this is actually a good choice. All right. I need classics and fact books. Best selling biographies, mixed book bundle, missed travel books, young adult favorites. That's helpful. Has there has that offshore island always been there? Tourists wonder what lies off our cozy shoreline. Hmm. Am I able to unclick it? No. Oh, I can. Well, good to friggin' know. All right. The flea market is tomorrow. It's a cruise ship on the 16th. Interesting. Flea market, she, her Plant science student outdoorsy loves romantic life, so she is drama and fantasy. Fern is fantasy and travel. Walt is travel and classics. Klaus is fact and travel. So I need to make sure. History nerd likes knitting. Okay. Need to remember that. Miriam, classics and facts. Business owner, family matriarch likes an honest day's work. Okay. Hmm. I haven't been to the beach yet. Hmm. That should be fine. Let's see. Oop. Wait a sec. Nice. Oh, I love that. Hmm. Excuse me. Could I get a book, please? Love to read and something to do with real life. Also, I wouldn't mind a book that includes animals. I really enjoy Madame Bovary's Ovaries. Yep, I already finished that last one. I wanted to look at the study of evolution through the literary eyes. Look no further. This book will take you on a tour of literary classics seen through the evolutionary biologist lens, share interesting facts about animals and human biology, sociology, and culture. All right, how to Save Babylon. Safia's father used fear and anger to control the women in his family for being Western Babylon influences, but her mother silently handed her books. Education gave Safia a voice, and this feminist memoir stands as proof of her power in its lyrical, poetic prose. Hmm. Blood, Sweat, and Pixels. 10 famous video games were developed by interviewing their developers retrospectively. These real stories of dedication, hope, suffering, and frustration reveal the intricacies of game industry. My guy. All right. Animals. Pollyanna. Cape for sale. Caps for sale. Tales of peddlers and monkeys and their monkey business. Good night, gorilla. My tiny atlas sounds very interesting. My tiny atlas sounds very interesting. I'll check it out. Thanks for letting me read here, by the way. My name's Harper. I'm going to be back soon, okay? Bye. Ahoy, welcome to Bookstoneberry's famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand. I can't wait for the next flea market. It was so much fun to help out the Horticultural Society last time. Will the bookshop be there again? It seemed like people were really interested last time. Come on, you should go. Let's hang out there, all right? Moms on the go, moms on the go. Kids with floaties and moms on the go. Or at least two, but it's an 8 subdivision. What should I pick? I need a horror book right now, and I have a spot for science fiction. Okay. Horror sci-fi. We can do that. Juice's mind-bending future 1,000 years from now. Very secret society of irregular witches. Story of a witch in need of a job, three magical girls looking for a tutor, and a house desperately seeking to be filled with love and magic. Follow Mika as she turns that house into a home, solves magical mystery, and maybe falls in love along the way. The Well at the World's End turns out a brilliant poet designer William Morris sort of fantasy classic. This beautifully illustrated book follows a young adventurer in an action-packed world of fading magic. Battle, the Willows, classics. This wonderfully twisted gothic horror classic follows two friends on a fateful new journey. Scary campsite encounters and weird nature. This otherworldly thriller will make you relieved to be in the comfort of your home. Yeah, let's give this one a shot. Willows? Yep, I'm not scared. How did you know? Fuzzy and Princess Casey are both dyslexic, and they're in a book streamers channel. I love you both very much. I didn't know what to pick. Let's see. I get to pick a book. I like escaping into fantasy worlds. I'm not that fussed on books about magic, though. Five Little Peppers and How They Grew. Inkheart. Pen and paper brings characters to life, but what happens when they escape the page? The beginning of a fantastical and dangerous adventure into the world of a book for all ages. I've used more audiobooks, but I also read and I like the challenge now that I'm not in school. Yeah? Yippee! I haven't read that one since I was little. Eight children's books. Nice. Okay. Essential for bookworms. Paperback mysteries. Secondhand dramas. Miscellaneous travel books. Old but not out of date. Today is the flea market. I probably should just do a mix books. Should I wait? I'm gonna wait. All right. Let's get the crimes in, dramas in, fantasies in, classics in. My two fact books, and some traveling books. Since I have all of the things to help sell them the most. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Told you. Okay, Nightshade. I've decided to become a pirate instead. Small, standing, antique, classy, dangerous. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, it looks like you're swarmed with customers. You did this last time. Okay, so she does the plants do change. That's good. Oh, hello, Shika Shikanabe. So nice to see you. Welcome in. Give me a sec. Oh, it's gonna do the thing. Give me a sec. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I bet it's in the other screen. Hang on. Yes. Okay. We've been here already. This is the second flea market we've gone to. I am working and lurking. I'm so glad. It's been pretty busy today, sadly, but glad to be here. I'm so glad that you're here too. Oh, quick, I need a hand. Rescue plant given over to your custody by someone who would rather go unnamed. Oh, she tossed a plant at me. Phew, that was heavy. Thanks for the help. Look, you've got to keep all this under wraps, okay? I know I just dropped a massive fern in front of you, but it's technically not mine. I kind of, stole it. I swear it was a rescue mission, though. Someone left it at my uni over the break with no one there to water it, so I couldn't exactly leave it there, right? Thank you, I knew you'd get it. Well, I'm sure you'll be better hands with you. Fits in perfectly with your whole cozy vibe. Thanks again. I've got to run now. Cheers. I love her. She is my favorite. Oh, I was wondering if you'd make it. Nice to see you. Oh, did you forget my stuff? Don't tell me you're already as scatterbrained as me at your age. I guess I could do with a little bit I could bring with me. Keep the junk for now, and then we'll try this again at the next flea market. I'll set up my stall now. See you later. I knew I forgot something. Oops. My phone's about to die. Just a sec. Oh, jeez. So, I did not find what I was looking for. I want something that's part of a series. I also am partial to a good fantasy novel, but I'm not that fussed on books about magic. Can you help me? Girly pop. Why are you behaving this way? Come on. Sorry. Back to chat. There we go. Part of a series, partial to good fantasy novel, not that fussed on books about magic. So she doesn't want a magic book, but she does want a series. Let's see. Point of hope. What happened with Arthur? Stubborn Austrian watchman pairs up with Philip, an intelligent and handsome soldier. Adventure, intrigue, a bit of romance, success of a rescued stolen child. Hmm. Sure. Marvelous. I can't wait to get into the next part of the series. Good. Good. I love the cast of characters for sure. There's our buddy. What you need, dear? I passed my last exam. I need a fact book because I want to acquire knowledge. Also, I tend to read lesser known works, but I'm not at all interested in a historical setting. Okay, I have exactly one fact book. So there you go. You're right. Hyman mathematics. Interesting. I can't read to read more. I'm so glad that I found the one fact book I had. Hey there. Purple hat and pants. Come back and see me again, please. Oh, Harper's in. Hey, how's it hanging? I still feel like something's missing in my writing. I need to figure it out, or I'll keep letting the band down. Nonfiction, lesser known works. Also, I like historical setting. Oh man, you always come when I don't have hunting Mr. Heartbreak. Shearwater, a bird, an ocean, and a long way home. Sea inside. Stones of Venice. You have a hot spot for hard rocks. Get this. Wide sky, narrow path, a view from the trail. Poetic memoir about the author's journey through hiking the Appalachian Trail from Georgia to Maine. Courtney shares the harsh realities and stunning beauty of trail alongside her intimate reflections on spirituality. Not exactly historical. Savior fish. Life and death on Africa's greatest lake. Europe through the back door. The travel skills handbook. Oh, I didn't think much of a cover, but I hadn't heard of Europe's through the back door yet. Nice! I managed to land one finally. Hells yeah! Europe through the back door seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. By the way, look what I found. There's got some really cool records at that stall back there. I haven't heard of any of these artists before, but maybe they'll give me some more ideas for songwriting. Now let's just hope my granddad's record player still does the job. Enjoy the market, alright? See ya. Wee! Finally! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fern. Everybody took all of my fantasy books. But I fucking killed. Glad that I waited. Maybe valuable. Hell yeah. Paperback mysteries, best of the best, thriller connection. I feel like that's going to be crime, and that's also going to be crime. All right, classics are a little pushed, but that's fine. Songwriting breakthrough. Silence Liberty frontman Klaus finds lyrical inspiration. All right. Travel sales versus classic sales versus put that back. No, we want that. We want that. Stop it. Where is the cactus? I need more furniture. How do I fix that? That's hilarious. I love that. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Oh, but it does raise the boost of everything, just not kids' books. That's probably going to be the person from the cruise ship. $62%. That's nuts. 37, 32. Okay, I think that's good. I might change the color of the exterior. Having thoughts. Dougie! He feels he wants to stay with the bookshop. Would you like to take him home with you? You fucking bet. Oh, he's excited. Me too. Yay! Doggy, 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 doggy. Oh, what are we gonna name him? Buddy, Behemoth, and Bailey. Oh, that's hard. Buddy's the right one. No, Buddy. He likes it. Yay! We love a good boy. Yay! Yes, you are. Looks like you mentioned make a true friend out here. You two are, you two are your make a great pair. Oh yes, I've had made the acquaintance of my Mary. She has a great sense of business, much more than I've ever had. It runs in the Dubois family, you know. The Liberté has been with them for 2 centuries. And Mariam has always managed to stay on top of those decades of paperwork while still working out front with the customers. It's quite incredible feat, although she has enough employees that she would do well to rely on a little more. But I think she has a hard time letting go of the reins, so to speak, refuses to speak of retirement at all. But who am I to tell her what to do? I gave up on that years ago. Buddy, 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 buddy. No, I already did that. Oh, excuse me. What do you want, honey? I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. I enjoy getting sucked in a really long book, and I also wouldn't mind reading more female pen literature. I'm interested in to see what you suggest. We know she likes a classic. She also likes a crime. She wants a female. I don't know that Toni Morrison. I think Toni Morrison is female. I think this is the one. I'm a bit surprised, but this book will bury me and will keep me occupied for a while. Good. What's the latest headline? I'm a huge sci-fi nerd. However, it would be nice, not super tragic. The Unseen World was my type favorites. The Unseen World. 12-year-old Ada Sheberless is a shy prodigy who follows her father to work in his computer lab every day. When her father's memory fails, adult Ada seeks answers by venturing into the virtual world herself. An emotional mystery novel with just a touch of sci-fi. Hmm. The Man Who Was Thursday. Secret society hell bent on world domination led by seven figures known as Only by Days of the Week. This comedic mystery follows a Scotland Yard detective hoping to dismantle this institution from the inside. His code name is Thursday. Handmaid's Tale. Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Queer space opera. Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Carmilla, lesbian vampire. What's with all the vampire books? Three body problem, remembrance of the Earth. Scientists disappear after a virtual reality game. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Consider my mind blown. Hey, there you are. I wanted to talk to you if you don't mind. Look, I'm a little embarrassed from getting you involved in my plant rescue scheme last time. I'm sure it must have been a lot to have some stranger hand you a big plant. Although it looks really good there. Maybe I did make one good choice that day. I have to admit, I was feeling a little reckless. The long summer break must be getting to me. Oh, I function best on routines, so whenever I have a long break from uni, I sort of, well, fall apart. Yeah, I don't know. I just feeling a little irrational lately, but it's fine. Yeah, all good. Once my plant science classes start again, it'll be just fine. Anyway, all of my friends are gone for the break. Fancy holidays on boats, planes, and the like. So that's probably why I can't stop babbling to you. Sorry about that. I'll leave you for the day, yeah? See you around. Sweetie pie, you can stay forever. That's all I want. Ahoy, Your Highness, I do require a historical fantasy book. Also, I like a good old epic hero's journey. Historical fantasy. Hmm. $20. 20 coins. 21 books in total. Nice. Let's see. Purple, red, classics, and facts. This one is yes. Thank you. Da-da-da-da-da. Nice. Don't have enough, do I? I do have enough. Okay. Hmm. Let's do the lighthouse again. $30%. double, so classics, travel, and drama. Just to make sure we're hitting a little bit of everything, even though these ones are the ones that are going to sell the best. Oh, Harper, yay! Woo! Arf, woof! Huh? Usually dogs understand me just fine. I think yours might be shy. By the way, can you lend me $1 for the telescope? I need to have a look at the island. My Baba says it's been there the whole time. I don't believe them. Anything off the press. I can't live without sci-fi. I'm a fan of books like Star Wars Lost Stars. Friends to lovers. Okay. Yeah, that could probably work. That is. Oh, it's not. It's fucking fantasy. Shit. Womp womp. I want a happy ending. I typically go for character driven novels. I can't get enough of Matched, but like, don't make a big deal. Romance and Rebellion. Gay fantasy on national themes. Hamlet. No. Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Hmm. Conversation with Friends. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, man. Oh, I suck. I intend on reading a play. Also, I'm not afraid of a bit of tragedy, but I don't love dry books. Good boy. Oh, I think I'm going to save this until next time. Yeah. Thanks everybody for coming by. Who is live right now? I could probably think of one or two people. Let me check. Of course, the text is right on top of my face. Just nudge that over here. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Let me think. Who would be good? I haven't. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Anybody who's reading right now? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Got a couple of writers. I don't mind writing and writers, but I was really hoping to find a reader. That's a rerun. No, we're not doing that. No. Okay. Well, hmm. Let's head over to snooze. I haven't actually properly gone into their chat yet, but I think they'd be a fun person to hang out with. That sounds like a good idea. We hope you enjoyed your stay. It's good to have you with us, even if it's just for the day. We hope you enjoyed your stay. The sun might not be shining, seems like everyone's far away. It's good to have you with us, even if it's just for the day. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I had fun playing this lovely little game. Make sure that you take your meds, that you drink plenty of water. If you have an opportunity tomorrow, make sure you take a quick step outside, take a big, deep, fresh air break. And of course, if you have any furry, fuzzy, or furry, feathery, or scaly friends, I forget my own outro, make sure to give them a hug and kiss from me, okay? We will be picking up our book again tomorrow, and have a wonderful night. Join me in our raid out, and I will see you soon. Take care.